Yeah, Elias. Now you can start your part 3. I
All
think.
right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. In the part 3, there are a couple of questions. Do you think it is okay to arrive late on meeting a friend? Well, it is absolutely not, and I don't think so. It is wise to be late with meeting someone. Doesn't matter friends or somebody. I think it should be in on time, definitely. And if we arrive in the nick of time, so definitely the people will feel better and they will get the positive or a positive sign from us. The second question: what should happen to people when arrive late for work? So it is really complicated to get the work when you are late, because when we are late for work, so definitely we will be hasty in the decision. At the same time, we will be hurry for making any kinds of work done. So in this sense, I think no perfect things will come out. So I believe that everything will be in the inappropriate way when we are in a hurry for the work. Can you suggest how people can make sure they don't arrive late? All right, it's really uh, I think it's very tough question for me, because sometimes I I'm the person, I can't control myself, and sometimes I late in some occasions, or in some party as well, or in some work. It's really tough to get some suggestions from my side. However, I believe that if we think about the program or any work, so definitely we should consider 30 or 1 hour before we get down to the work or any kinds of activities. So literally 30 minutes. If we consider that pre-time before starting that work, so definitely we will have a cool head, as well as very calm and quiet mind inside. So this way, I believe that making extra room for that work, I think, is another way to get the work properly.
Yeah.
All right, different topics, managing study time. Okay, couple of questions. Is it better to study for long period or in shorter blocks of time? Yeah, I think I mean, it is much better to study for the longer period, because this is how we should know ins and out, and very scrutinized way we'll be understanding the topics, we'll be understanding, I mean, each and every point from that context. So literally, if I study for the longer period, for example, I can pick up a very important, I mean, topics like speaking English. When we have been studying for the longer period, so definitely we'll be knowing much better, because shorter version is not I mean, I think that is not the perfect situation when we are required to be perfect. The next question: what are the likely effect of students not managing their study time well? It is always negative impact have on their student minds, as well as their outcomes or the result, of course, when they are not well prepared for their time, well prepared of their time. So in this sense, of course, students should prepare their time very well and proper way. They should have a plan. Otherwise, dire consequences will be happens in their, I mean, study period. As as a result or as a consequence, I believe that they will get the result, or they will get something negative, which will bear interrupt their life and bring the negative outcomes for their entire life. How important easy it for students to have enough leisure time? Well, very, a good question as well, and I love to answer this question in this way. Of course, student have enough time, should have enough time, because they are working hard for their studies, and of course they are working very hard. I believe that back to the bone. As a result, they feel tired and exhausted, of course, because very tedious way they have been going. So after, this longer period of the study, so definitely they should have a leisure time where they can spend their time, and they can be relaxed, and they can, get the fresh air, of course, and being aware of the study or something academical activities, they can get their mind in a peaceful, happy, and fresh way. So this is how I believe that they can revive themselves and revitalize of their energy. And this is how they should get the energy back, I believe. That's all.
Yeah, yes, thank you very much. You speak undoubtedly excellent. Your pronunciation, your lexical level, your way of speaking, everything is praiseworthy. But a little bit problem that I have noticed throughout is this, that is, it's better not to repeat, several times in formal situation. Maybe you are doing it sometimes unknowingly, but they try to avoid it, especially in formal situation. And the fact is that they staring, the correct sentence will be they were staring or they are staring like this way. Then we'll be knowing. Actually, no is a non-continuous verb. So you can't use it in continuous tense or in continuous form. So it will be will know. Then it will be happens, not like this. It will happen or it will be happened, whatever. But you can't use s with the verb after will be. I think this correction is known to you because you speak very well and you have idea about all these things. Maybe it is your slip of tongue. So in spite of that, you have done very well. Your speech is praiseworthy always, because without taking any preparation to speak like this way is somewhat difficult for most of the persons. Okay, so Elias, thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate.
Yeah.
Thank you. And at the same time, I really appreciate your support that gives some correction. Okay, I'll check it out next time. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Now Joel Ahmed. After Joel Ahmed, Israr, you'll get your chance. Joel Ahmed, please unmute yourself.
Oh, thank you, sir, for giving me a chance.
Joel Ahmed, introduce yourself, then you can start the topic.
Okay, this is Joel Ahmed. I'm from Dhaka, born state to be more exact. I completed my graduation on marketing in 2017. So now I'm currently working in a private firm as a digital marketing manager. So that's all my introduce. So, sir, you will ask me question or I will continue as my...
You yourself will go through the questions and answer.
Okay, sir. Okay, from the part one, the first question is, do you think it's better to use a paper map or a map in your phone? Okay, without a doubt, phone map is better to use because it is really convenient and we can use it anytime or anywhere. And it's also very easier to use because anytime we can search and find out our destination. The second question is, when was the last time you needed use a map? Okay, actually I always use a map because all place is not known to me. So when I go to any new place at the time I have to use this phone. But in last month I went to my cousin house. That was the Chittagong. But at first time I went there, so the city was really unfamiliar for me. So that's why I had to use the maps to find out my cousin's home. If you visit a new city, the third question, if you visit a new city, do you always use a map to find your way around? Yeah, already I mentioned that when I go to a new city, I always have to use maps because it is really comfort to find a place. Though I'm a businessman, sometimes I have to go different places of different parts of our country. So, but all places are not known to me. That's why I have to use maps frequently to find my hotel, to find my uh, factory, or to find my and to find my destinations. In general, do you find it easy to read maps? In general, do you find it easy to read maps? Okay. For me, actually, I quite expert to find to read the maps because though I am very used to I am very used to maps because when I go to any destinations from my home or from my office, so I usually always search maps of which way actually free and where is less traffic jam, and by which road actually I go very frequently and very quickly. That's why it is very easier to read the maps for me. Okay, my part one is completed, so I have to go to the part two. The question is about describe an occasion when you had to do something in a hurry. So there are some bullet points. Okay, I'm setting now. In my entire life, I had to many types of works in a hurry way. So, so here I'm going to talk about a situation when I have to do manners very quickly. So it was my elder brother's marriage anniversary. So it was happened in lockdown period. I mean 2020. So at the time, the whole country were under lockdown. So the all party center and all restaurants were closed. So initially, we had no plan to celebrate this program, but just some couple of days later, the situation became fine. The lockdown withdrawn by the government. So at the time, my brother told me that okay, we can answer now. So he took me the all responsibility. I had to uh, arrange all these things. So as per their decision, then I searched many community center, but at the time all community center were busy, so there was no appointment for me. Then I have planned, and I also shared my plan with my brother that we can arrange our rooftop, and we can invite all of our close familiar person and our friends. So my brother agreed with my plan. Then I called my friends to come my home, and though just 2 days are remaining, so at the time, we decorate the rooftop. We also had some cookers, as well as also had a event planner. So they also worked a lot. So after lots of work in 2 days, then we completely done before the day. I mean, before the event day. So when the all our all our guests is came. Then my parents as well as my brothers also said me, yeah, it was really outstanding. You did really well. So they really appreciate me, and yeah, I also feel very happy that I just do it. I just done it very quickly in a proper way. So this is the actual situation. At the time, I really I had to hurry everything. I had to manage all the thing to success this program. So actually, the first question is, do you think it's okay? Do you think it is okay to arrive late when meeting a friend? Uh, no, I think it's really a negative habits. Sometimes also we late to meet with the friends or meet with other persons. So actually, it is really a disgusting situation on other persons because waiting is good, but a long time waiting is really uncomfortable. So the person who are wait for me, he can feel very uh, uncomfort, and they actually it is not a positive sign. So I think we should arrive early as soon as possible to make a good conversation. Okay, the same question is, what should happen to people to arrive late for work? What should happen? Okay. Uh, Actually, this is very uncomfortable situation when people arrive late, because there are some negative aspects. If we arrive late in our work, for our work, so we actually lost some things. Then we also hurry to complete our project or to complete our whole works. Then the management also don't like it. The people who always late, so he would be marked for his promotion as well as the yearly salary review. So I think it is a really a very negative culture that people who always arrive late. Can you suggest how people can make sure they don't arrive late? Actually, arriving late is a very common matter in our country. So many people, even also me, sometimes also arrive in our office or in a party or in a meeting. So I'd say so I would say to stop it, people can be very serious to arrive in proper time, so they can remind or they can set alarm in their phone, or they can early from the bed. So if they prepare, if they prepare himself they have to arrive in the just time. So I think they can be arrived in their preferred time. Okay, sir, thank you. It's all. That's all.
Okay, Joel Ahmed, I have many complaints for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Joel Ahmed, first of all, it is really a comfort. Comfort is a word that can be used as noun or verb. But here you have used really. Really is an adverb, and after adverb you have to use adjective. So your sentence will be, it is really comfortable or easy. You can use the sentence like this. It is really comfortable or easy. Or you can use convenient to find a location. Okay. So then I have many I have too many types of work. Not like this. You can say I have to do various types of work. Okay.
Mm, mm,
Then
mm,
the whole country under lockdown. Not like this. You have to say the whole country was under lockdown. And on that time, instead of this phrase, you can use during that time. During that
mm,
time, if you want to describe something in the past.
mm.
Wall community center, not all community center, because wall is an adjective, plural adjective. So if you use any countable noun after wall, then the noun will be in plural form. But you can also use all before uncountable noun. But here, center is a countable noun, so of course it will be all community centers. Were busy like this. At the time we decorate the house, you are describing something in the past, but you are using present, not like this. So you have to say, at the time we decorated our house, or the house, decorated, past tense. However,
Decorated.
Past tense, decorated. You need to use words properly for your proper description, because most of the time you are using the normal word. If you have intention to seek for IELTS, of course you have to use advanced words. Normal word, or the words that we learn in your academic life, these words are not very much useful in our practical life or corporate life. So for this, you need to learn some advanced words. And you have some pronunciation problem with because, not because, and because, then aspects, and lose, not loss. It will be lose, the verb form. And it is a very negative culture, not culture. From your description, it seems to me that no need to use the word culture here. You can use, it is a very negative habit. Okay, it's a very negative habit to come late every day, like this. Okay, I think you have got your point, and thank you very much, Joel Ahmed.
Thank you, sir, for your feedback.
Of our group, and you speak always very well. If you take your preparation earlier, then it will be very easy for you, because you are at the middle stage of your learning. You are not at the initial stage, because you speak very well. So I consider you are in the middle stage. So try your level best to improve yourself and try to solve this problem as soon as possible for you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable feedback.
Okay, thank you. Jakaria Ahmed, you are welcome in our group. Oh, unfortunately, he can't hear us. His audio is not clear. Okay, we are at the end of our class. Now I'm going to end the class. And this is a recorded class. You can listen to your recording. I will send the link, and you will get the link in our group. And from there, if you have time, you can watch the video. Okay, thank you, Joel Ahmed and Ilyas, to join with me and for your excellent speeches.
Thank you, sir, very much.
Thank you
for your feedback. So from today, sir, you will share links from this group, at this group.
Yeah. I will share all the group, but the fact is that I have some problem with my Zoom link. It was for 1 month, but after 15 days, the paid version over. I don't know what is the reason behind it. I'm trying to communicate with those who are selling this. Maybe it will be solved tomorrow or day after tomorrow, but I will solve it.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. Good night.